Get ready for Real Estate Best Buys, brought to you by the law offices of Mark L. Shapiro, with your hosts, Jeff Tamburillo, Sandy Pastor, and Jeff Popick. Buying, selling, building, financing. Jeff, Sandy, and Jeff have decades of professional service in all things real estate. And now, it's time for Real Estate Best Buys.
Good morning. You're tuned in to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate Best Buys. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty.
I'm Jeff Tamburello of Steelbridge Realty.
And Sandy Pastor of Prudential Florida Realty.
And we live real estate and tracking the market day in, day out, hour by hour. And it's interesting. There's still a lot of, sometimes now between Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's a little bit slow, but not really seeing it.
Not in our world.
No.
Not in our world,
and,
that's for sure.
We have to, there's always these little trends within the trend, markets within the market, and short sales, for the longest time, I just avoided like the plague. I mean, even the term and now it's not quite that way. And then it changed. For a while, short sales were, okay, let's throw money at it, and it's like this long-term thing, and we'll sit on it. And now they're moving along pretty quick.
They're moving along really quick. I had a closing this week that from contract closing on a short sale took 21 days.
Well, you just have a magic wand, but even for the rest of us.
But I do short sales too, and I think that's part of the key. We were talking before we went on the air that you've got to be engaged, and you've got to work with an agent that's engaged and stays on top of things. And if you're going to be in that world, you better be working with somebody that knows how to do it and, protects all that you can. I mean, I always involve an attorney and or anything. I mean, it's just, I had a townhome that I talked about on the show one week. It went to contract in 4 days.
Wow.
Actually, it went to contract in 2 days, but by the time we got the signatures done and put it in MLS, it was 4 days in the MLS. But that's just the way the market is right now. And you're talking, different price points. It's not. I'm not talking the low end stuff here. I'm talking really nice places. And the 4 day one was not a short sale. So.
Yeah. And I'm seeing it even in the 7-figure price points as well on Marco. And there does seem, I've used the term Wild West because for a while it seemed like there were no rules. But now, at least in the short sale process, there is, at least we kind of have a feel for what needs to happen during the process.
Yeah, and half has changed their rules again. And, which is, it's not a bad thing. It's a streamlined situation. Yep. So you've got to stay on top of all of that so you can maximize your customers' opportunities and you can efficiently get things listed, contracted, and sold. Yeah.
And even the big banks. I'm doing a deal now, submitted it. It was a short sale. The next day, we had the list from the bank of the things they wanted, got it to them. Next day, they were sending their appraiser out. Still in the process, but it's moving along very fast.
How times have changed.
It's boy, oh boy.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, it's interesting because what I find now is that some agents, even though the banks have, quote, gotten their act together a little bit more, the agents are not responding to it. Yeah. If you've got, like, I've had a buyer in certain situations and, I'm going, they give you 2 or 3 days to get this done. And if you don't, you start over again.
Yeah.
So, you let me know what you need and we'll get it. We'll get it. I've got one of those situations now with working with an attorney in Tampa. And, I'm like, come on, I know you need this. Why aren't you asking me for it?
Yeah. Well, that's because you're from the Northeast, so you've got that speedy mentality, which is good, but sometimes, I don't know, most agents.
I have a sense of urgency. I will say that.
Yeah. I'll give you an example. We put house I'd featured on the show pending a couple days ago for $581. It was listed 659 or something. And because they weren't sitting back waiting for the price, they actually engaged us. They had previewed it, and we're just kind of if it's a short sale and it's like you're working with Bank America, or some of them every 21 days they drop the price. But you got to get involved and get talking to them. And we were actually on the phone with the agent while the email came in and said, drop it to this. And it was actually a higher price reduction than we thought. And the guy's like, I'll write it up. So we put it pending, got the contract done, put it pending, and we got 3 calls of people going, God, no. Well, you sitting around watching it on email instead of actually getting out and engaging it, you didn't get the deal.
Yep.
This was a beautiful home for, I want to say, $112 a square foot. That would cost you about $160 to build.
Yeah. And, it's interesting because in January even, we talked about the woulda, coulda, shouldas.
Yeah.
And I next January, a few weeks from now, the woulda, coulda, shouldas are going to be even more plentiful.
I think the next
sellable inventory. I mean, there's 4.3 months total inventory in Lee County in our MLS. Take out the guys that are insane. There's 2 months of inventory.
Yeah.
In my opinion, by May, there's nothing. There's nothing to sell.
So is it? I've been looking at this season as being somewhat explosive, but I've had some conversations with some agents who are, track the market as compulsively as I do, and they think next season is going to be even more so than this season.
Demographically, we're sitting dead in 2002, but instead of a 3-year demographic push, we've got about 10 years if you look at the census numbers of inbound retirees. And it's funny, everybody, the economy. The boom of our lifetime began in the aftermath of the dot-com bust recession with 2 wars going on.
Yeah.
Uncertainty in the economy, uncertainty in safety. You know what I mean? People felt New York City didn't feel safe. There's a lot of things, and you would think that would not be a recipe for growth. But the bull market up to that point of our lifetime was in the face of all that. I mean, we're the catcher's mitt. The worse it gets there, the better we get.
And that's a great way to put it. We are the catcher's mitt of
And it's strange to me, maybe it shouldn't be, but most of the deals are cash. I mean, even with these 2-point-something%.
If you're a millionaire, and particularly not a millionaire, if you're a retiree, you've made all the money you're going to make for the most part. You're going to get some yields and some returns, but especially for chunks of money, you're kind of done with that unless you've got some assets you're going to trade out of. Most of them, it's they only have basically a set chunk of principal that they had to live off the rest of their life, plus maybe Social Security, plus maybe pensions. So,
but isn't there some value if you can go get a mortgage for, just say 3%? Isn't there some value in being able to keep that cash at the ready and have a mortgage payment?
Not when your plan is to go to Europe twice a year and golf and fish. They're done doing that. They just want to live.
In 2012,
I guess it is a different mentality.
In 2012, I'm just sitting here thinking of all of the deals that I did. Of course, not nearly enough, but I had 3 that were financed.
Can you stop monopolizing this whole market and let some of the rest of us do some deals? Come on, geez.
Give me more, baby. Give me more. No, seriously. But it's and they were. They were a little stressful, not because the buyers weren't qualified, just because even though the rates are phenomenal,
bank doesn't know how to do a loan anymore.
It's amazing.
The rates are so low, and sometimes agents will, think, you can go get a mortgage, but still getting the mortgage is tough, even with high scores and good income and on, and it's tough to get a mortgage.
Well, I was told by a lender that a typical mortgage that is, good credit scores, all that stuff, goes through 18 hands. That's insane.
That is crazy.
That's just insane.
Yeah.
But, it's the world we live in, so if you've got the tolerance for that, then depending on your situation, financing may be a good option.
See, there's a lot of people, though. Good luck getting them to sign a mortgage after the last 7 years.
but it's changed, I think, and you got to kind of recognize. I mean, to me, I just think there is value in.
I mean, you think about a world like
price versus value. Come on.
Yeah, and what's the value of debt?
Right.
Well, there was a time, there was a time when the more real estate debt you had also translated to more wealth, more potential income. And certainly that changed in 2000.
And then the market fell out and reality set in. And you know what? The bankers sold everybody on that idea. No, the bankers sold everybody on leverage your way to wealth. And
it worked.
No, it's not. The way to wealth is consistent ROI off principal. And you put $100,000 out and you get 10%, you get $10,000 a year. You don't spend that. And then you have another $100,000 and that's how real wealth is made.
Well, that's for the super rich like you, Tumbarella.
No, that's just how smart money does it. Everybody I know that has prospered and survived through this is that type of mindset. And we have a survivorship bias, but I don't know any, because in real estate, there's a few varieties. There's investors. That's what I described there. There's traders. and then there's the players, and then the play us. Okay, and I don't know many traders that made out of this. Okay, I sure don't know many players, or the play us never really even played. They were just looking like they were doing it.
All right.
So the investors are the guys that survive long term, and the only guy, and the difference between a trader and a player is a trader recognizes a loss and takes it. Yeah. A player, no, I'll hold out a little longer, and and the guy that I remember sitting with a guy as a RIA member in mid-07 saying, dude, get out now. Just liquidate. Well, but I'd lose $20,000. Get out now. He still got it.
All right.
Functioning against a mortgage at that.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean? Well, he's really learned how to make money. I give him credit to survive against the leverage, but I was like, just at the time in 07, he could have blown it out, lost $20,000. He lost his down payment, but he'd been fine.
So what is he going to lose if he gets out of that one now?
Well, now we're in the next part of the cycle.
So
now it makes sense to hold because you've got rising prices. But I remember emailing him a spreadsheet and said, dude, 5% this month over month is what the markets went down. You still want to keep So, and I wasn't an agent then even, you know what I mean? This was just Jeff, the RIA director, guy came to me and said, what do you think?
Spreadsheet guy.
Yeah, 5%. It was 5% the next month, and that was the beginning of a free fall.
Of the end. All right, and this is the end of this segment. We've got to take a break, but we'll be right back after this with Best Buys across all of Southwest Florida. Stay tuned.
Of course you're going to enjoy that free bottle of champagne that Aries Title gives to our real estate investor clients with every closing. But Aries Title doesn't stop there. You'll really enjoy the substantial discounts off closing fees Aries Title offers to our investor clients. Aries Title enjoys working with Southwest Florida real estate investors who help make this such a great place to buy, invest, rent, and sell. The staff and attorneys at Aries Title provide investors with insightful strategies and smooth closings. Aries helps with smart strategies like purchasing property in land trusts and LLCs. Aries Title offers leading-edge expertise in short sale transactions and courthouse foreclosure purchases. Aries Title is Southwest Florida's #1 choice and Real Estate Best Buys recommendation for expertise in real estate closings, title work, and ownership strategies. To find out how to get your substantial discount and your free bottle of champagne, call Aries Title at 239-530-7111. That's 239-530-7111.
Affordable Landscaping is the real estate Best Buys choice for all your lawn and landscaping needs. Affordable Landscaping has been serving Collier County residents for over 16 years with the absolute best value in landscaping and lawn maintenance, and is currently the landscape contractor for the city of Marco Island. No job is too big or too small. Affordable Landscaping is your one-stop shop for all your lawn and tree service, irrigation, pest control, landscape design, and installation needs. Affordable Landscaping is reliable, on time, and offers quality services at affordable prices. Call Affordable Landscaping right now at 239-389-1468. That's 239-389-1468. No matter what your lawn maintenance or landscaping needs are, you owe it to yourself to give Affordable Landscaping a call. You'll save time and money and a great peace of mind knowing Affordable Landscaping is on the job. Call Affordable Landscaping for a free estimate now at 239-389-1468.
BudgetBlinds.com.
Ever gone to a store to pick out new window treatments? But when you finally get home, it seems they never look quite as nice as the picture on the package. Well, there's a better way. Budget Blinds, bringing our showroom to your home. With Budget Blinds, you can view many styles such as plantation shutters, draperies, or blinds, all surrounded by your decor. No more guessing. The result? A perfect solution every time. 20 years in business, Budget Blinds is the nation's largest window treatment retailer with a personal touch from local, knowledgeable consultants. And we go the extra mile. Free temporary shades, free removal of your old blinds, and free installation. And there's a reason we're called Budget Blinds. Best quality, best value, best service, all with your budget in mind. Plus our exclusive, no questions asked warranty.
Come discover Budget Blinds. For special discount offers, visit BudgetBlinds.com. That's BudgetBlinds.com. Or call 1-888-88-BUDGET.
Budget Blinds, a style for every point of view.
BudgetBlinds.com.
It's time to get back with Jeff, Sandy, and Jeff, the trio with insight into today's Southwest Florida real estate market. It's Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back. You're listening to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate Best Buys. We've got a bunch. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty.
I'm Jeff Tumbarello of Steelbridge Realty.
And Sandy Pastor, Prudential Florida Realty.
And though Best Buys are changing in terms of parameters, we still have them. So, Tumbarello, why don't you get us started off with something?
Got a 2-2 with a den in Sandoval. Decent size too. It's 1,725 square feet. Sandoval is probably represents, I want to say, 40% of the new permits being pulled in, particularly Cape Coral, probably Lee County. Awesome community, growing like crazy, easy place to get anywhere. $84 a square foot for an 06 built townhome, 2-2 with a den. You cannot replicate it for $84. You can't even come close to replicating it for $84. So you could probably get the walls up, maybe the trusses on, maybe the truss. If you could live in that, you could do that for $84 a square foot. Address is 2660 Somerville, Unit 100. Oh God, I can't even think this morning. 10005. 144.9, great buy in a great community. If you'd like more information, you can give us a call at Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838.
All right, Sandy.
All righty. I want to bring to your attention a single-family home. This is in Indigo Lakes, which is, this one's a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,200 square feet, listed for $93 a square foot at $299.9.
Wow.
Which is unbelievable.
That'll blow out.
This
That'll
will blow out.
Yep.
This is very large, obviously. It's a clean house. It's on a lake. Does not have a pool, but at, this price you can put in a pool, and you can put in a spectacular pool if you want a pool. It is near the community pool, though, so if you don't, that's okay, too. Indigo is a great gated family community, good school district. It's in the Gulf
It's the place
Coast
for
High
kids
School.
to go during Halloween.
This one.
They actually even put guards out there to keep some people out. Because
there are. I think
it's a fun place.
3 major ones in Naples that I know of. That if you don't live in a community where they do that a lot, or there's a lot of homes. But this is one of them. You're absolutely right. This is built in 2002. It's got a 2-car garage. This is really a very, very sharp-looking home, a good opportunity for somebody. And if this meets your needs or you'd like to take a look, give me a call, Sandy Pastor, at 239-595-0714.
All right. And you might want to get your cups ready.
Okay, here
This
we go.
is not a tip lot.
Should we get our cookies? I brought cookies this morning, so.
Get cookies, cups.
Sandy's
coffee.
a cookie grandma today.
There you go. Well, 'tis the season,
But on our Marco Island bumpkins that we are, we have our own terminology. Tip lot is one. The lot next to the tip lot is a key lot, and this is a key lot. This is 172 Shorecrest. This is a large house, 2,800 square feet under air, actually over 2,800 square feet. Recently remodeled, a new roof and pool cage in 2007. Anyway, 2,844 square feet, $564,900 with a huge view and very fast access boating-wise. So this is the deal on Marco right now for a view home. If you'd like to see it or get more information, give me a call, 239-450-3000.
Okay, so for our listeners around the country that may not know the Marco Southwest Florida lingo, you want to tell them what a key lot is?
Well, a tip lot is, we've got these fingers that jut, that are into the waterways. So the street is a cul-de-sac, and so the tips usually have a bend in them. So the way the homes are situated, it's almost like not having a neighbor. And then the key lots are the ones that sit next to the tips as you start to go kind of up the street.
Aren't you glad I asked?
Now, does anybody else in Marco say this, or just you?
Well, tip lot. The key one was new.
I'm at a loss. Yes, this is Marco terminology. So if you want to come over that bridge, you better know what a tip lot is and a key lot.
You should write a book, How to Speak Marco, by Jeff Pop.
Marco Island
That's a
lingo.
great idea.
Yep. All right. What do you got?
918 Northeast Juanita Place. This is a move-in ready pool home, 1,167 square feet, built in 04 for $110. That's $94 a square foot for a pool home, a 2-2 that you can just pull up and make coffee and go swimming. It's kind of a tip lot the way it sits on the lot. So
I get royalties for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's a let's say
they're
somebody's
calling
on
it
it already.
Jeez.
But it's at $94 a square foot for a move-in ready pool home. I'm seeing some rapid price jumps with pool homes in Cape Coral because there just isn't a lot of them.
Yep.
So if you'd like more information, you give us a call at Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838.
All right. We've got to take a break, but we've got plenty more Best Buys, folks. Stay tuned. You're listening to Real Estate Best Buys. We'll be back after this.
Opportunity is knocking. Become a member now. The Southwest Florida Real Estate Investment Association was established in November 2003 and is now an industry leader. The Southwest Florida Real Estate Investment Association has been on the cutting edge of data gathering and analysis of the housing downtrend and foreclosures. Our analysis and trend reporting has made us an expert source for the media and set standards by which the housing market is analyzed and trended within the industry. Our members are real estate investors, real estate agents, title agents, insurance agents, landlords, property managers, wholesalers, rehabbers, note buyers, hedge fund managers, bulk asset purchasers, foreclosure and probate investors, and people just like you who are looking to gain a competitive edge. Our motto is knowledge withheld is knowledge wasted. Join us and check us out on the web at www.swflreia.com. That's www.swflreia.com.
Hi, I'm Sandy Pastor of Prudential Florida Realty's Park Shore and Ritz-Carlton offices. I'd love the opportunity to put my dedication, knowledge, and years of experience to work for you. Call me at 239-595-0714. If you want to buy or sell that beautiful home on the Gulf or on a championship golf course, I can help. I'm also certified and experienced in short sales and foreclosures with both buyers and sellers in this very specialized type of real estate. Today, more than ever, it's important to work with an experienced and knowledgeable realtor. Naples is my home and my specialty. For a free market report and other information, call me, Sandy Pastor, 239-595-0714.
Hello, my name is Tim Ivey. I'm married and the proud father of 4 beautiful children. I cannot think of anything more important than their protection and safety. That's why I'm proud to speak to you about Aegis Microbe Shield, a state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly antimicrobial product which can be applied to all surfaces. It provides a permanent barrier against germs and microorganisms. This green technology was developed by Dow Corning and has been used by NASA, the NFL, and even the United States Army. And now it's available to you. My company, Microbial Block, is the exclusive provider of the Aegis Microbe Shield technology to all of Florida. It has been proven effective in homes, hospitals, assisted living facilities, schools, athletic facilities, and more. For a free quote, call me today at 239-300-7585. That's 239-300-7585. Or you can log on to my website at www.microbialblock.com. That's MICROBIAL block.com. Microbialblock.com.
It's time to get back with Jeff, Sandy, and Jeff, the trio with insight into today's Southwest Florida real estate market. It's Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're listening to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for Real Estate Best Buys, and Sandy Pastor is going to get us started with the next Best Buy.
Well, just to pick up where we left off, I'm just curious. I have a condo on Morings Bay, so I'm wondering if that's a key lot.
It could
I know
be.
It's not a tip lot because you got neighbors. But I'm thinking, a room with a view in a condo,
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to check it out, make sure. We actually had this one almost under contract this week, but so I want to bring it to your attention because it is, I think, one of the best opportunities in Morings, if not Park Shore, in terms of 3-bedroom, 2-bath, almost 1,700 square feet, overlooks the Morings Bay. You've got boat docks available. This one has been totally renovated, absolutely beautiful. Open floor plan, new air conditioner. You've got, of course, your granite and your stainless steel and all this. The master bedroom is en suite, has a great closet, and also has a little balcony off of it. It's in the Morings, in the Bordeaux Club. I know we've talked about that before, but this one, more and more, is becoming the deal of the century.
TGI Fridays had a burger that had mushrooms with a Bordeaux wine sauce on it. It was amazing. It just came to mind when you said
Jeff
that.
will, if you buy this from me, Jeff will take you to lunch there. So, and you get a bottle of Bordeaux. Not a bad
put
deal.
that on your veggie burger too,
Not a
Jeff,
bad deal.
with bacon.
Yeah, absolutely. That's your specialty. We'll call it the Tumbarello burger. Veggie burger with bacon. Yep.
There we go. Anyway, this one uniquely also has 2 parking spaces, which are, the price of admission when you're talking about the beach, because most of them only have 1. In some communities, you don't have any assigned space. So good opportunity here. This is also turnkey, listed at $499. Really beautiful condos. So if you're interested in something like this, give me a call. I'd love to show it to you. Sandy Pasteur at 239-595-0714.
All right. And I've got a home on Marco. I've actually mentioned it before. It's still on the market. It shouldn't be. I've actually shown this house a couple of times this week. The house is actually in good condition. It's just dated. It's a little bit older. And it's a little bit on the funky side. I mean, there's some people just, so you could buy this, you could live in it. You don't need to do anything, but you probably would want to.
You mean it's not cookie cutter, it's unique, right?
It's unique.
There we go.
For a few reasons, it's unique, but it's on the water. This is 773 Holly Court. And like I said, it needs an updating, and it needs an unfunkying. Is that a word?
No.
All right.
Well, maybe on Marco.
When you say
not
that,
a tip.
No, what comes to mind on that is everybody's seen that house where it looks like they bought a case of beer, drank it, and then started scheming to remodel. Is it one of them, or
maybe?
And then they drank another case and did it.
Yeah.
Is every room a different color?
I don't think so, but some walls had been moved, maybe after a few 6-packs.
So it wasn't a Sherwin
any
Williams
Grateful Dead,
special.
any Grateful Dead albums laying around?
It might be in the attic. It's very, very interesting house. But like I said, it's in good shape.
I want to go see it, don't you, Jeff?
Yeah. A new or newer seawall, south exposure or southwest exposure. Again, 773 Holly Court. It's a good size. It's almost 2,100 square feet under air. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's real, and plus it has another room as an office or study or whatever you want to say. $369,900. That's just an amazing price, and so a lot of people just can't skip past that, little weirdness. Yeah.
Well, but you tear it up and you build it back and you make it exactly how you want it, and then particularly on. Yeah, I'd rather on my home. I'd rather buy a gutted rehab, because when I rebuild it, I know the plumbing's right, I know the AC's right, I know everything's right.
Yeah.
So the next 10 years, I'm not fixing all the little things I didn't find in the inspection.
Yep. And this one, it's $369,000. Even you put $50,000 into it, which will go a real long way, and now you have a house probably worth $100,000 more than you've got into it altogether. So anyway, I think it's an absolute best buy. If you'd like to see it or get more information, give me a call, 239-450-3000. Tumbarella.
I have got a investor. This is lay a light and dream of. I looked at it in the MLS, and all I seen was blue tarps on the roof. The investor, my heart flutters. Oh God, it's kind of like seeing the pretty girl at the dance without a guy standing next to her. 2431 Woodland Boulevard in Fort Myers. It's in Fort Myers Villas. 44.9 is what it's listed at. It's a 3.2 built in 70. Now, it needs a lot of work. Obviously, it probably needs a roof with the blue tarps on it.
Maybe.
But average price in here is probably in the mid-100s. Probably about 119s. That's about the average price in there. We actually just diagnosed this market for one of our agents wants to work it. And there's been 70 sales in there and only 5 expired listings. That's a pretty good ratio. Wow. If you're priced, there's definitely some activity. And I found it ironic that for stability in the little neighborhood, there's 300 houses, and there was actually 132 had sold before 2002. So long-term ownership too. But a great buy and listed at $44,900. So if you'd like to see this, give us a call today. At Steel Bridge Realty at 239-567-9838.
And sometimes we joke, but $44,900, if you got a mortgage on that, say a 30-year, and you just stopped your coffee habit, it pretty much you probably own that place.
What's this fascination you have with bondage, Jeff? What's this fascination with being enslaved? You got to mail them a check every month, and they can tell you whether they like your insurance or not.
People spend $5 a day on a cup of coffee. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but they have equity in the coffee.
Yeah.
It does something for them.
It does something, yeah. All right, folks, you're listening to Real Estate Best Buys. We're going to take a break and come right back. Stay tuned.
There's a wise old saying, you cannot build a solid structure on a shaky foundation. Nowhere is this truer than when it comes to the construction of your next house or commercial building. Often overlooked, concrete is one of the most important parts of the building process, so be sure to call the best in concrete construction. General Concrete Corporation. General Concrete builds slabs that are level, walls that are plumb, and buildings that are square. This will save you time, money, and headaches now and well into the future. Call General Concrete at 239-571-1100. for a free quote on any size job. New homes or commercial buildings, remodels, additions, even patios and sidewalks. General Concrete gets it done right the first time. Call General Concrete now at 239-571-1100. That's 239-571-1100.
Of course, you're going to enjoy that free bottle of champagne that Aries Title gives to our real estate investor clients with every closing. But Aries Title doesn't stop there. You'll really enjoy the substantial discounts off closing fees Aries Title offers to our investor clients. Aries Title enjoys working with Southwest Florida real estate investors who help make this such a great place to buy, invest, rent, and sell. The staff and attorneys at Aries Title provide investors with insightful strategies and smooth closings. Aries helps with smart strategies like purchasing property in land trusts and LLCs. Aries Title offers leading-edge expertise in short sale transactions and courthouse foreclosure purchases. Aries Title is Southwest Florida's #1 choice and Real Estate Best Buys recommendation for expertise in real estate closings, title work, and ownership strategies. To find out how to get your substantial discount and your free bottle of champagne, call Aries Title at 239-530-7111. That's 239-530-7111.
In today's competitive real estate market, timing is everything. Steelbridge Realty LLC is a licensed real estate brokerage headquartered in Lee County that utilizes cutting-edge marketing techniques to offer solutions in today's market. Steelbridge Realty's group of professionals have decades of experience and have navigated through many business cycles. If you own real estate that you're thinking of selling, we would be happy to provide you with a free competitive market analysis. If you have any general questions about buying or selling land, residential or commercial real estate in Florida, call Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838. That's Steelbridge Realty at 239-567-9838. Or you can check us out on the web anytime, day or night at www.lee-county-homes.com. That's www.lee-county-homes.com.
It's time to get back with Jeff, Sandy, and Jeff, the trio with insight into today's Southwest Florida real estate market. It's Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're listening to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate best buys. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty.
I'm Jeff Tumbarello of Steelbridge Realty.
And Sandy Pastor of Prudential Florida Realty.
And joining us now is Cindy Carroll of Carroll & Carroll. She's a state-certified residential real estate appraiser. I think it's going to be interesting, dealing with property values and getting the perspective of an appraiser is always an interesting thing.
Yeah, and Cindy, as you know, over the last few years, a lot of issues with appraisers, which makes it even more important to deal with somebody that knows what they're doing. And from my experience, you do. So
thank you.
That's why I wanted to have you on the show today to kind of give us your perspective of what's going on in the market, the supply and demand, and what you see, and how you feel your role is, in the transaction of either not only purchases but refis as well. So,
sure.
But first, maybe give us a little background.
Background on the market?
On you.
On me? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm a rare commodity, being a native. My family...
Wow.
Yeah, my family was in Florida as early as 1845.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa.
Yeah, my great-grandfather came to the Naples area about 1896. So kind of unusual, but it gives me a great background and perspective on local real estate.
Sure.
Sure does. Sure does.
So what were property values like in 18?
Well, I remember talking to my grandfather about real estate in Old Naples, and there were big chunks of land that could be bought for 25 cents on the acre, and
I'll take two.
I know. And
I'll take 200.
and I said, well, why didn't you buy some of that up? And he said, it wasn't worth 25 cents. And he said, I didn't have 25 cents.
There you go.
You look at historically the Diston purchase, everybody thought they were insane when they bought all those hundreds of thousands of acres from the state of Florida, and by God, they look pretty brilliant now.
I know. So, it's so very interesting just to contrast, just looking at sales in Port Royal, for instance, vacant lot sales, and look at what they sold for in the 60s and, compare that to recent sales activity. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, you have actually quite an important role in all of this. I mean, you are determining value on a lot of deals.
True. The appraiser's role is very important, and, we're just one element in the whole team transaction process.
So, Cindy, why don't you kind of give us a appetizer sketch of how you go about appraising a property?
Well, the first step in the process is, of course, getting an assignment. That's important.
Yes.
The second step then is inspecting the property, and that needs to be thorough, and you want to gather all the data you can when you're on site, and very important to talk to the real estate professionals involved in the transaction to gather all of their knowledge and data also.
Do you actually seek that out? Because I know a lot of appraisers who almost try to shun that, which I've never understood.
In some cases, they're not allowed to really get anything from them.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to offer, but they're allowed to ask.
Well, let's get that misconception cleared up. Back in 2009, when the HVCC went into effect, the understanding on the street was that the appraiser and the real estate professional could not even make eye contact anymore. And that held true for a long time, and I think it made the whole process very difficult because, as I said, we're a team. We all need to work together. But when Dodd-Frank went into effect, then all those rules changed. And the burden today on the appraiser is to simply independently verify the information that they obtain from others in the process. So I want everything you have. The real estate professional who has had the listing, has been interviewing potential buyers, knows what's going on in the neighborhood. There's really no way I can ever have that real volume of knowledge about any specific property. So I'm ready to gather it all in.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah,
I mean, you just take the information and do with it what you need to.
Yeah, you try to do it from a standpoint of knowledge from a variety of sources. It always amazes me that a bank will do an appraisal with a, quote, drive-by.
Oh, me too.
How do you do that,
I think maybe that works in other parts of the country, but in Naples, as you know, the condition of the structure is so critical, and you really can't know that unless you go inside.
Yep.
How do you even know that it has a pool or not? You don't.
You don't. You can gather what you can
You bring a divining rod. And
right.
Maybe it rings or something.
Aerial photography can be very helpful, but it's not the same as an interior on-site inspection.
Right. So what do you see? We're all feeling that, the buyers are coming, the season's going to be really good. Concern about, are we going to have enough, properties to adequately help our buyers make good decisions. And I don't know. Although I am seeing the listings starting to tick up a little bit. So what's your perspective, Cindy?
I think the story this season is the limited inventory. And inventory has been falling for several years now. And so what I'm hearing is that much of what inventory remains has kind of been picked over, and that there is a concern that the buyers are going to come to town and shop but not really find what they're looking for. Now, this is why new construction has come online rather strongly. It's essential that we have that new construction leg in our market, and it does provide an option for the buyers.
Absolutely. Are you seeing certain areas? I know that you do the supply and demand reports, quarterly, I believe. And are you seeing certain areas or certain types of properties that are, less available than others, if you will?
It's easier today to make a list of the markets that are oversupplied than it is to list those that are undersupplied. In almost every market area I'm working in, not just those that are west of 41, but almost all the markets I'm working in have less than 1 year of supply, and 1 year is what we consider market equilibrium. There are a few areas that are still oversupplied, but they seem to be coming around pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Well, the challenge I see sometimes with the appraisals is, and to use maybe a metaphor, if you're videotaping a guy climbing a ladder, you see him going up the ladder, but the appraisal is more of a snapshot of that guy at some point on that ladder. So how do you take into account the trend, the price going up or the price going down? Or do you take that into consideration? I mean, there always is some sort of a trend, whether it's upward, downward, or otherwise.
Well, the job for us this season is going to be following the market as it goes up, because property values are increasing in many market areas. We do that by looking at sale and resale of the same property over the last 2 or 3 years, since 2009, to look for increasing value trends and then to determine what that rate of increase is. And we usually look at it as a % per month. So I'm already beginning to keep files on sale and resale of the same property so that I can begin to document and support and defend my market increase adjustments that we're going to have to make.
That's interesting.
The other thing we're doing is watching the pending sales very closely when we're making an appraisal, because the pending sales are where the market is right now. And that's why we will be on the phone to the realtors trying to drag information out of them about when is that pending sale going to close and how close did you get your list price, because that's where the market is right now. It will be a situation where sales that have occurred 6 months ago are not reflective of current market value.
Sure. Yep. And we are in such a rapidly changing
what I do on pending sales is you take the whatever, particularly the sub-market, and actually extrapolate maybe the last 90 or 180 days of just a list of sale percentage on average. And this isn't for her purposes for appraisal, but for those of us in the marketplace trying to find our way.
Yeah.
And you can take and apply at least that average against those pending sales and get a legitimate expectation.
And I do that also. And we see some pretty strong consistency in the list to sale price ratio right now. And we see that shrinking. 12 months ago, 10% was pretty typical, 10 to 12%. And now I'm seeing it falling back to about 5 to 7%.
Interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This can be a very lengthy conversation. Love to get you back, but right now we're out of time.
Sure.
Cindy, thanks for coming. If somebody needs a good appraiser, how do they get a hold of you?
You can just reach us by phone, number 775-1147. But better than that, go to the website, carolandcarol.com.
All right, awesome. Cindy, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Folks, you're listening to Real Estate Best Buys. We're going to take a break and come right back. Stay tuned.
Of course, you're going to enjoy that free bottle of champagne that Aries Title gives to our real estate investor clients with every closing. But Aries Title doesn't stop there. You'll really enjoy the substantial discounts off closing fees Aries Title offers to our investor clients. Aries Title enjoys working with Southwest Florida real estate investors who help make this such a great place to buy, invest, rent, and sell. The staff and attorneys at Aries Title provide investors with insightful strategies and smooth closings. Aries helps with smart strategies like purchasing property in land trusts and LLCs. Aries Title offers leading-edge expertise in short sale transactions and courthouse foreclosure purchases. Aries Title is Southwest Florida's #1 choice and Real Estate Best Buys recommendation for expertise in real estate closings, title work, and ownership strategies. To find out how to get your substantial discount and your free bottle of champagne, call Aries Title at 239-530-7111. That's 239-530-7111.
Looking for tenants? You should know that the most important part of property management is qualifying tenants, yet many overlook this vital step in the process. Michael Lyons with Zivkovic and Associates Real Estate Services specializes in property management. In fact, he currently manages over 400 homes. He's a licensed real estate agent and also licensed as a condo association manager. Additionally, Michael is completely fluent in Spanish. Michael Lyons has resided in Southwest Florida his entire life and enjoys doing property management. If you need help managing your home or just want a tenant placed, call 239-560-6164. That's 239-560-6164. Or visit his website at www.swflpropertymanager.com. That's swflpropertymanager.com.
Hi, I'm Sandy Pastor of Prudential Florida Realty's Park Shore and Ritz-Carlton offices. I'd love the opportunity to put my dedication, knowledge, and years of experience to work for you. Call me at 239-595-0714. If you want to buy or sell that beautiful home on the Gulf or on a championship golf course, I can help. I'm also certified and experienced in short sales and foreclosures with both buyers and sellers in this very specialized type of real estate. Today, more than ever, it's important to work with an experienced and knowledgeable realtor. Naples is my home and my specialty. For a free market report and other information, call me, Sandy Pastor, 239-595-0714.
It's time to get back with Jeff, Sandy, and Jeff, the trio with insight into today's Southwest Florida real estate market. It's Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're listening to Real Estate Best Buys, where we advocate for getting mortgages. Is that
that chair does?
Yeah. They used to say 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Well, in this case, it's 1 out of 3, folks.
You know, at 3% and the market going up, there's an argument there. So,
you know what?
just saying.
There is an argument there, and leverage properly used is okay, but it's kind of like recreational drug use. At some point, especially as investors, because you'll see an investor and they'll hit a big deal with leverage, and then they got the Midas touch, and off they go, and then off they go.
So, I need rehab?
I don't know.
Jeff, I think incorrigible is probably
I'm beyond
I was
rehab.
a child of the 70s, so I don't know if I can even comment on that or not.
What, incorrigible?
No, recreational.
All right, Sandy. What do you have that we can get a mortgage?
Your grandchildren may be listening to this, Sandy.
They're not allowed. They're too young. They're too young for this show. This is a bank-owned single-family home in Spanish Wells. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, almost 2,200 square feet. This overlooks the golf course. Has 0.30 acres, which is a good-sized yard, nice yard. This is a very, very clean bank-owned property. It's listed at $274,500. And I would think at this time of the year, and this one's been on the market for a little while, not a long time, but we could make them an offer. It's got a brand new roof. A lot of light in this home. You've, as I said, a great view of the golf course, and a nice location for sure. Spanish Wells is a really nice community in Bonita. So if this is something that you're interested in and like this kind of living, which is Florida style living, give me a call. I'd love to show it to you. It's 239-595-0714.
A lot of people don't give Bonita its due, and you've got probably the best access to Fort Myers Beach there is via Bonita. You got Lover's Key, great trout fishing at Lover's Key in the morning at the right tide, live shrimp with a bobber, okay? But, Coconut Point to the north, everything Lee County to the north, everything in Collier County to the south.
Naples. And they've got a dog park. I mean, come on.
Yeah, the
doesn't
dog
get any
park's
better
cool.
than that, right?
I remember way back in the day, I used to take my golden retriever there, and he was a bit antisocial, and we'd have the beach to ourselves in no time.
Yeah.
The poodle people would be out with their little poodle in no time.
There you go. But no, I mean, it's got a lot going on, that's for sure. And this certainly is an affordable home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Prime candidate for a mortgage.
If
said,
if it makes sense for a buyer, then it makes sense.
Yep.
But if it doesn't, then it goes a little quicker. Right. That's all.
All right. I've got a deal on Marco. This is a rare unit at Anglers Cove. This is a condominium. It's a 2-bedroom unit. Most of the units in Anglers are 1-bedrooms. This is a 2-bedroom, great unit. It's a 5th floor of a 5-story building, so nice views. The amazing thing I find about Anglers Cove are the monthly maintenance fee is $374. It includes everything: cable, electric, water, sewer, everything for $374 a month. It's an amazing thing.
Not to mention the brain damage. You don't have to turn on the accounts. You don't have to write the checks or set it all.
It's incredible. I mean, really, it's everything. The price here is $172. Again, for a 2-bedroom at Anglers Cove. I don't think this will be around too long. Give me a call, 239-450-3000, and we're going to need to take a quick break. and come back with more Best Buys.
I just wanted to say I actually just closed on one in there. It was a 2-bedroom, and that is a good price.
Yeah.
That's a great
absolutely.
price.
Yep. Okay.
So say a Sandy.
So
See?
say a Sandy.
See,
you
the
know?
trend is starting.
Well,
It's
you know
catching
what?
on.
I mean, when you actually know something,
Yeah.
sometimes it's good to share. Oh my God!
I'll have to try that.
I almost shut him up.
All right, folks, we'll be right back after this.
Looking for tenants? You should know that the most important part of property management is qualifying tenants, yet many overlook this vital step in the process. Michael Lyons with Zivkovic and Associates Real Estate Services specializes in property management. In fact, he currently manages over 400 homes. He's a licensed real estate agent and also licensed as a condo association manager. Additionally, Michael is completely fluent in Spanish. Michael Lyons has resided in Southwest Florida his entire life and enjoys doing property management. If you need help managing your home or just want a tenant placed, call 239-560-6164. That's 239-560-6164. Or visit his website at www.swflpropertymanager.com. That's swflpropertymanager.com.
Hi, this is Tim with Microbial Block, a service provider of the Aegis Microbe Shield technology. It's an antimicrobial spray that, when applied, becomes a part of whatever surface you are applying it to. It forms a microscopic layer of pins that carry an electrical charge, and when bacteria or germ-causing microorganisms come in contact with this layer of pins, it pops like a balloon. Since it's a mechanical kill of the microorganism and not a chemical kill, the layer of pins remain on the surface to kill again. This is a green technology, so it is safe for use in any application, whether it is at home, work, school, nursery, church, or at the mall. If you see Microbial Block's green and blue shield, you know you are being protected from germs. Microbial Block, active defense against germs. Call us today at 239-300-7585 or check us out on the web at microbialblock.com. That's MICROBIAL block.com. Microbialblock.com.
Affordable Landscaping is the real estate Best Buy's choice for all your lawn and landscaping needs. Affordable Landscaping has been serving Collier County residents for over 16 years with the absolute best value in landscaping and lawn maintenance, and is currently the landscape contractor for the city of Marco Island. No job is too big or too small. Affordable Landscaping is your one-stop shop for all your lawn and tree service, irrigation, pest control, landscape design, and installation needs. Affordable Landscaping is reliable, on time, and offers quality services at affordable prices. Call Affordable Landscaping right now at 239-389-1468. That's 239-389-1468. No matter what your lawn maintenance or landscaping needs are, you owe it to yourself to give Affordable Landscaping a call. You'll save time and money and a great peace of mind knowing Affordable Landscaping is on the job. Call Affordable Landscaping for a free estimate now at 239-389-1468.
It's time to get back with Jeff, Sandy, and Jeff, the trio with insight into today's Southwest Florida real estate market. It's Real Estate Best Buys.
Welcome back, folks. You're listening to Real Estate Best Buys, the place for real estate Best Buys. And let's jump right to Sandy.
I just wanted to mention I'm going to be again at De La Soul this week. We're getting a lot of traffic, a lot of interest. A lot of buyers are coming through there, which is always a good thing. This is the 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath with a cabana home, pool home, absolutely gorgeous. So come see me, De La Soul. And yes, we have a little food this week. Or call me at 239-595-0714. Well, 'tis the season. You never know.
Caviar served on $100 bills.
I'll bring my kids down. They've never had caviar. I'm sure that I'd appreciate letting them try yours.
Listen, from the month you were talking about you're going to have, I think you can afford to put some of that stuff in their stocking.
From chicken ramen to the beef ramen, the good stuff at home after a month like this.
Be careful.
Amazing.
Be careful. Tread lightly there, you know?
Well, we've got a 6-pack of beef ramen at home, but you put it up there on the shelf and better days are ahead. You just, it's there.
It's like Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Folks, you're listening to Real Estate Best Buys. Christmas is coming, and I think we have a tsunami coming real estate-wise.
I think we do, too.
It's going to be an amazing time.
Either that or a sleigh full of goodies.
Yeah, absolutely. That, too. Okay, folks. Again, you're listening to Real Estate Best Buys. Thanks for listening.
Be sure to listen to Real Estate Best Buys every Sunday morning at 10. Brought to you by the law offices of Mark L. Shapiro. In the meantime, if you need help buying or selling property on Marco Island, be sure to call Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty, 239-450-3000. That's 239-450-3000. For help in Naples, call Sandy Pasteur of Prudential Florida Realty at 239-595-0714. That's 239-595-0714. And for all your real estate needs in Lee County, call Jeff Tumbarillo of Steel Bridge Realty, 239-567-9838. That's 239-567-9838.
Hi, folks. Jeff Popick here. If you're looking to purchase a Best Buy in real estate, whether a home, condo, lot, or commercial property, you should know that it costs you nothing to have an insightful and experienced realtor work for you and represent you. I have been an active real estate investor spanning almost 3 decades and also have my real estate license to help other people achieve their goals too. My specialty is representing buyers on Marco Island and in Naples. Find Real Estate Best Buys. I'm Jeff Popick of Marco Island Realty, and I invite you to call me without any obligation to discuss how I can help you too. Call 239-450-3000 anytime to speak with me personally about how I can help you achieve your real estate goals. That's 239-450-3000.